Okay, we are going to start with a question which always looks nice and easy and then lands up biting us in the butt when we work through a question like this. So there's a big key in here that we need to take into account. When you're looking at this question, who can tell me what type of equation it is? Because there's so few of you, whoever gives me the answer first, I'm going to record on this little piece of paper and I'm going to give you a point. And we're going to track our points at the end of the lesson. So whoever can get the most points by the end of the lesson is our winner of the lesson. But you have to be the first person to get the answer. So my first question for our first point of the night is, what type of equation is this? You can either unmute and give me the answer, or you can type it in the chat. Oh, wow, we have our first point winner. Yes.
Well done, Kutlana.
1 point in the bag. Okay. Up for grabs, point number 2. It is a quadratic equation. Why is it a quadratic equation? What about it makes it a quadratic equation? What about this makes it quadratic? Sort of. It's almost the right answer, but it's not a point answer. Because the exponent could be something different. That's the reason it's not like 100% what we're looking for.
You're like, yeah, you hot. If we were playing hide and seek, I'll be like,
very close.
Hot, you're getting there.
Guys, you can try and use this answer and try and get some. There's more than one variable. Now we're getting colder. Your first answer was warmer. Now we're getting colder. Jasmine and Bonga, see if you can try and somehow steal the limelight here. You can get yourselves your point. Get onto the board. I'm writing your names down so that I'm ready to write these points in.
This is serious, guys.
Serious stuff, guys. I'm not even kidding. Your names are on a piece of paper. We've gotten serious here. Very serious on the side of the screen. No one's giving me the answer I'm looking for, you, Linda.
Guys, let's go. So we said exponent, and we're saying that exponents is just close. You're getting hotter.
It's close.
That's
It's
the
very
meaning
close.
of the
It's
exponents that we have there, and that's what we need. I already gave the answer, but let's talk.
Silence.
What do you see? Which exponent is that? So you can end this point. A very nice point to end, actually. What exponent are we dealing with? Which exponent are we dealing with?
Like what? Ah! Oh my gosh! Again, it's so close. It's so close. Oh. Yes,
Jasmine, you like right there, but what's the term to mean that? What is
that
called
from you? Okay, we know it's a quadratic because we're dealing with an x squared. So whenever there is an x squared, that is telling us that it is quadratic. Okay, and when it is quadratic, we need to follow 2 steps. The first step is we need to move everything to one side, and we need to make it equal to 0. And then the second thing we need to do is we need to factorize. Okay, so whenever you see an x squared, you need to think quadratic, and then you need to think equal to 0, factorize. That's how our brain needs to think when we see this. All right, so having that in mind, I want you to try and solve this equation, and then I want you to give me your answers. You can either unmute and tell me, or you can pop them in the chat. First person to give me the full correct answer, you get a point. So let's see who can solve this fully. And yeah. Actually, because there's going to be 2 answers, because it's quadratic, I will give you 2 points. So if you give me both of the answers that I'm looking for, you get 2 points for this question. And at the moment, Kotwano and Jasmine are tied. So it's anyone's game, guys. It's anyone's game.
Y'all did really well. Let's go. Let's see who's gonna answer this one and get the next point. Let's go, my babes. Kutlwano, would you like to tell teacher
Oh,
Jen?
yes. I'm
Well
sort
done.
of liking it. It's just not 100% right.
Oh yeah. I saw that part. Kutlwano, if you would like, oh, Jasmine on that. Jasmine, whenever you
Jasmine's coming in
can
hot.
unmute
Yes,
yourself.
Jasmine. You can unmute whenever you're wanting to.
Oh, didn't notice.
No, it's okay.
The final factorized answer is x is equal to 2.
Or, what's my other answer?
X is equal to 3.
No! Oh, but you were so close. You were so close. Okay, tell me. So, but you know what though? Because you got, and I'm actually not going to give you the right answer just yet because I won, because Kotwan was also super close. So let's see which one of you is going to land up giving me the perfect answer.
Okay.
We're gonna see who's earning this point. My babes, let's go. Yalla, hot, both of you.
Yeah, you're both very, very close. Okay, I'm going to give you guys 30 more seconds. And then I'm going to take you out of your misery.
We also allow you to actually speak it through step by step. It might help you to actually find the correct answer. Like
Yeah,
step number
100%.
1, what did you do? So you can unmute yourself and talk to us. Like that, you will see where your mistake is and you will correct it. You will see what I mean.
You don't have to be scared to being unmuted, guys. Like it's just the 5 of us. You're fine. You can be unmuted if you want to. Like it's okay. There's no judgment. Okay, I'm taking you out of your misery. I have decided though that I'm going to give Kotluano 1 point. And you'll see why. Okay, so our first step is we need to move the 6x over. So we're going to have 3x squared plus 6x is going to be equal to 0. Okay, now we have to factorize. We're going to take out 3x and we're going to be left with x plus 2, and that's going to be equal to 0. So now because it's a quadratic, this equals 0 or that equals 0. So we're going to say 3x equals 0 or x plus 2 is equal to 0, which means x equals 0. So that's answer 1, or x equals -2. And that was where both you and Jasmine had made the mistake, was that -2. So I am giving that 1 point away though, forgetting that's 0. But if there's anything here that doesn't make sense, just let me know. I think though, when you see it like this, you'll be able to see where you went wrong. Jasmine, can you see why the answers are as they are from what you had? Okay, cool. Cool. Let's try another one. Okay, so this one, the first step has been done for you because it is all on one side now. Again, we're noticing that there's an x squared, which means it's quadratic. Okay, so now we need to factorize and then we need to solve for x. So again, I'm looking for 2 answers for this question. I'm looking for 2 answers. Two answers. Let's see who can steal the prize on this one. Don't
Who's
like,
taking the wind?
yeah, don't overthink it. Literally just take it step by step. And then I think the answer will become nice and clear. Just think about how we have to factorize. Like think of the order in what we have to do when we factorize.
Let's go. Bonga, do you want to talk to us and say how would you approach the question?
Yeah,
Would you
Bonga,
like
we
to
haven't
say
heard
something?
from you.
Yeah, I don't even know Bonga's voice, so I'm like keen to. Hey, Bonga, do you want to unmute yourself and talk? Remember
hello
that
to
next
us.
year you will miss this opportunity.
Where you have this freedom, this unmuting freedom.
Exactly. The power.
Okay, so Jasmine, I see your message. Just be careful about what you're taking out as your highest common factor. That's my guidance. Oh, wow, coming in strong again. It's not 100% the right answer, but it is very, very close. It is very, very close. I am going to give you 1 point for being very close, but I'm going to show you why some of it is wrong. You fell for one of my traps. So our first step is we're going to take out our highest common factor of 2. So we're going to have 2 and we're left with x squared minus 16 equals 0. And then in here, I can do difference of 2 squares. So I'm going to have 2 x plus 4, x minus 4 is equal to 0. Now, the place where you went wrong is you are using that 2, I think, and saying that's where you're getting that x is equal to 0. But when it's a number, it's not the same situation. So if it was 2x over there, then absolutely. But if it's just a 2, it's not the same. Because if I divide this side by 2, and I divide that side by 2, it goes away. So I land up with x plus 4, x minus 4 is just equal to 0. And that's why I only will end up with 2 answers. So we'll have x equals negative 4 over here, and then x equals positive 4 over there. So just be careful of that x. It's the time when it's different is if I had, let's just write it like this. If I had 2x, x plus 4, x minus 4 is equal to 0. Okay, because of that 2, the x over there, then it would be 2x equals 0, x plus 4 equals 0, or x minus 4 equals 0. And then it would be x equals 0, x equals negative 4, x equals 4. So just be careful. If it's just a number, then no, but if there's an x involved, then yes. Okay. Let's try one more and then we'll jump down to Brian and we'll have some fun. We'll have some fun down there. Okay. This one, your first step, you just need to be careful. You need to expand that bracket out. So that needs to become x minus 2, x minus 2. And you're going to need to multiply that out. And then you need to see what type of equation it is. And then you're going to try and solve for x. Okay. So just think about how we solve when we have a binomial multiplied by a binomial like that. Let's see.
Let's see who's getting the points. Try it out, my pibs. And we would like to hear your voice, once in a while. Just jump in and say, I am going to try it like this. Even if you're wrong, we'll correct you.
Yeah, guys, we're lonely. It's just
Yeah.
Yolanda and I talking.
Imagine that you guys know it's our last day today together. I mean,
yeah, it's our last lesson together, guys.
Then y'all better participate.
We like hearing from you.
Yeah. Now I'm even nervous for the brain, because it means that you and I are gonna do the brain.
It's just going to be you and I the whole time.
Nah, I believe in my pips. They'll do really well. My pips prove us wrong.
Yeah, prove us wrong, guys. Talk to us. We sound so desperate, Yolanda. We sound like these people who are just like have no friends. They're like, please speak to us.
Those parents that really like beg their kids to come sit
Yes,
with them.
exactly. Like the parents who are like, just talk to me. Just tell me what's going on.
Quick
No,
question
Mom,
though.
I'm in my
Yes.
yes.
Oh, yes. Hi, Jasmine. How can we help?
Where's everyone else, by the way?
It's just because it's end of year and people have
Yeah.
finished exams and they've left us. They've left us for the year.
Eesh.
I know. It's crazy when I think that at one point we had 180 kids in the class. It's insane now that I think about it. Okay, I'm going to give you a couple more minutes to finish this one off, and then I'll chuck the answer up on the screen. And then we can jump down to Brian. We can have a bit of a break. And if you have riddles or things you want to share, then you can feel free to share them with us when we go through that. Okay, let's solve this and see how far you guys got. Okay, so we're going to do our FOIL here where we multiply everything out. So we're going to get x squared minus 2x minus 2x plus 4 is equal to negative 4x plus 8. All right, this x squared here is telling me that it is quadratic. So I want to move everything to one side. And I want to make it equal to 0. Okay, now I'm going to just add my like terms. So I've got negative 2x minus another 2x, which is negative 4x, and I'm plussing 4x, so that becomes 0. And then I've got this plus 4 and this negative 8, which gives me negative 4. So I'm going to have x squared minus 4 equals 0. And now I can do difference of two squares. So I'm going to have x plus 2, x minus 2 is equal to 0. So x plus 2 equals 0, or x minus 2 equals 0, which means x equals negative 2, or x equals 2. And that is our whole answer. Did anyone manage to get this right? Did you land up getting to the end point? Did you sort of stop halfway through? Oh, nice job, Jasmine. How did the rest of you find this? You thought it was wrong. Why? You got to trust yourself.
And you have to always try.
Yeah. We don't mind also if you're wrong. Like, it doesn't matter to us.
That's how you learn in maths either way. You have to be wrong in order to get it right.
Okay. Cool. Okay, let's jump down to Brian, guys. Let's see how that goes. So, there's one which I think that you've landed up having before, but it's okay. So the first one we've got is like just a nice little maths one. So you've just got to try and solve what the maths problem is. And then we've got 3 dingbats and then we've got a riddle, and we've got another riddle that the other class gave us. And then if you guys have any you want to add, you can go through those as well. Okay, so you can just have fun with it. And if you're wanting to talk through it, you're welcome to. But yeah, once you have your answer, you can just unmute and scream your answer at me. That's also all right. Yeah, let's see how we go. So our first one for tonight is Christmas themed, and I am trying to find out what that question mark is equal to. So we're trying to find out what that question mark is equal to.
Let's go. You can even take it step by step and telling us the first step, you know, because we're a small class.
100%. You can just like, if you want to sort of talk us through, but that's 100% fine.
Okay, I got two answers for the for step 1 and step 2.
Okay. What's step 1? What did you get for step 1?
Step 1, what I did was I divided 24 by 3, and that means that the center thing, 1 each, is 8.
Good. Okay, so my centers are 8. Good.
And the reindeers is 5.
Good. Okay. So then how many would this reindeer be?
10.
Cool. And I know that they look different, but how many would that one be?
40.
20. Yeah, Kotwana is helping you out in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And the 3, I didn't get it.
Okay, so have a look at it now. Think about your bed mass. They're very close. Ah, Bonga! Bonga, who has been quiet this whole time, comes in strong with the correct answer out of
Well
the
done.
blue. Well done.
So,
Wow. Nice job. Okay, it is 100% 49. Awesome. Okay, so this Christmas tree over here, this is going to be 7. And over here, there are 3 Christmas trees. So that's going to be 21. So we're going to have 8 plus 20 plus 21, which gives us the beautiful answer of 49. Nice. Nice job. Marilla, it's okay. We have a very, very small class. You are allowed to unmute yourself and chat to us whenever you are wanting to. We are encouraging talking, so talk away. We are on our first of Brian's breaks today, and he has brought 5 treats this evening. One of the treats apparently I've given to you before, which is my bad. I forgot that I had given it to you, but that's okay. Okay, so next one. This is literally just the first person who'll be able to say it because you've seen it. So Bonga, at the moment, I'm giving you a point. A first one to say the correct answer gets the point for the next one. That's just how we're going to roll. Okay. All right. What is the answer here?
say it first, you get a point.
Guys, reading between the lines.
Yes, Jasmine. Nice. Point in the
it.
bag. Good. Reading between
point,
the
Jasmine.
lines. Awesome. Reading between the lines. So this is the one that I've given to you before. I couldn't remember if I'd given it to you or not, but apparently I have, so I'm sorry it's a repeat. But the next ones aren't, I promise.
Marilla, they're getting points, so you better jump into this boat.
Yeah,
you need
there's
to
a
make
point
points.
system working. At the moment, you're on 0. So you've got some
It's because
catching
you
up to do.
arrived late, but you'll catch up, Marilla. I believe it.
Okay, next one. Okay, click one. Next one. Okay.
Let's
Sign language.
go.
Not sign language.
Oh, so close.
Wait. Number language.
I like Marilla. Marilla keeps on trying things, eh?
Yeah.
You're all allowed
Doesn't
to
give up. I
unmute.
like it.
It's good. I like it. Keep trying, Marilla. You'll get there.
We've got silence.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this. Marula, you were so close though. You just have to look at the word and just read it the way it is. Well,
just
not
think
the
very
way it
quickly,
is,
but you
but
are super, super close.
yeah.
Oh, think about what you're seeing. Like, think about it as straightforwardly as you can. As
Yeah.
straightforwardly
What
as you
stands
can.
out to you? Okay, Kudrano, you are getting there, but then now you have to make a sentence.
Oh yeah, you're on
with
a
that.
good track though.
Yeah.
You definitely like you're on a good track.
If you have to read what you wrote, but making like sort of a sentence in a way. Something that people will say. Okay, I'm gonna give a very good hint.
No,
When
don't
you
give
want-
me
I
hints.
should, okay.
Don't give it to them.
Teacher Jan still believes in you guys. I'm like, I'm
One
gonna
was
give
so
her.
close. And also, someone got it in the last class.
Yeah, that was amazing. Let's go,
So,
Jasmine.
Jasmine, are you gonna guess?
Language usage.
Before language.
You're like on the yeah, no, well, yo,
Like where is the four?
yeah, like what can you make?
Middle of 4 languages.
No.
Dang it.
Lang for use.
Guys, I can tell you that language is at the end.
45 languages. No. French, Italian, Spanish.
That was a good hint, people.
Mandarin, Arabic,
Spanish.
Swahili.
4 official languages.
No.
This language are what, Jasmine? To you, they are what? Oh no, I gave it away. Gently just give it away, guys.
She just gave it away. Oh my gosh.
I give up.
Oh.
Is it foreign language?
Sorry, say it again.
Foreign language.
Yes.
Well done, Giselle. I see this one took forever, guys.
Foreign language. Okay, because guys, the 4, so it's a 4 in language, which
That's
is why
right.
it's foreign language, as in foreign language. Yes?
Oh,
No? Are we
well
upset
done.
about it?
Well
I feel
done.
like we should be happy.
So, yeah, that destroyed us, my peeps.
Okay, let's try our next one. Okay, one more dingbat, and then we've got a riddle. This is a nice, easy one.
What is thicker than water?
Yes, nice job. You're just smashing these. You are smashing them. Nice work.
Too fast.
Blood is thicker than water. Awesome. Marula, what is happening here? You're normally good with the dingbats.
Marula's like, this is too fast for him.
Okay. All right, we've got a riddle, and then we have another riddle that we got from our other class. And then if you guys have ones that you want to share, you can also share them with us. Okay, so this is the first riddle. If 2's company and 3's a crowd, what are 4 and 5? If 2's company and 3's a crowd, what are 4 and 5?
No pressure, but the last, sorry, yes, Jasmine, say it.
Customers and employee.
No.
The last class got it in like less than a minute. No pressure though. Let's go. Think about maths.
Oh my gosh. No one getting this one.
Hey, the last
9. Yes, nice job,
Well
Jasmine.
done.
Good. It is 9. It is 9. Nice. Okay. Okay, the next riddle you have to listen to. So you need to listen to me very carefully. Okay. I am the first on earth, second in heaven, and middle of the sea. What am I? I'll say it again. I'm the first on earth, second in heaven, and middle of the sea. What am I?
Fish.
Do you need to hear it again? Here's Marilla Googling. I'm the first on earth, second in heaven, in the middle of the sea. What am I? Not space. Dirt, no seaweed. Ah, yes, well done. It is the letter E. Good.
Wow, well done.
So let me just write
good
those
runner.
out. Okay. So it is the first on earth, the second in heaven, and the middle of the sea. That's why it's the letter E. Clever, hey? If you guys have any riddles or any things you would like to share with us, please feel free. You have some time to share with us now, and then we can do like one really nasty question to finish off our year together, and then we can call it a night. So does anyone have any riddle or thing that they want to share with us as a class? No? Okay, that's okay. Ah, okay. Jasmine, yeah, you can unmute yourself.
I'm trying to find one.
Okay. Marilla, unmute yourself.
Miss?
Yeah.
It's a brain teaser.
Okay.
Which one's heavier? A kg of feathers or a kg of bricks?
1 kg of feathers or 1 kg of bricks? Is that the question?
Yes.
They are the same.
Oh, nice.
That was fast. Jasmine has one.
Jasmine, we're ready.
Yes. What can fly but no wings?
What can fly but has no wings? What can fly? What can fly? What can fly? Humans can't fly.
No.
fly and has no wings? But a helicopter has wings. Time!
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
time. Oh, wow.
Whoa.
5. Oh, that.
I'm so proud of myself. Yes, I'm so bad at riddles. I feel so proud. Okay. All right, guys, I'm gonna zoom down. Let's do like one really nasty question and then we'll call it a night. Or maybe we can do another one. We'll see. Let's do this one over here. Okay, so it's a fraction equation. Think about what you have to do in order to solve it. Be careful of your signs. That's my hint to you. And if you are feeling confident and you want to talk us through it, then talk us through, because I will be excited to hear your answers. And let's see how it goes. Just be very careful with your signs. And if you have questions along the way, so like things that you can't figure out, just ask. You're welcome to unmute and ask, or you can pop it as a direct message to either Yolanda or I, and we're happy to help. Either way, totally fine. But we are here for you. Have to sing because you're going to miss my singing next year. My beautiful angelic voice. Just a little bit of extra time. Hey, we've got our first answer coming in. I'm going to give you 1 more minute, and then I'm going to work through this on the board. And then I think we have time for another one. Might as well. Okay. Coolio. So what was our common denominator in this question? What was our common denominator? Answer, please. What is our common denominator? 8. Excellent. So I need to multiply that by 2. That one stays the same. And that one needs to be multiplied by 4. And this 1 is over a sneaky 1. So that needs to be multiplied by 8. Okay. This is where brackets are our friends. So we're going to bracket those. And now we're just going to do that step. So we're going to say 2 times x plus 3 minus x plus 2 is equal to 4 times x minus 8 times 1. And you can put this all over 8, but we're just going to drop it anyway. So I'm just going to leave it for the moment. Okay. Now I'm just going to do that distribution. So we're going to have 2x plus 6 minus x minus 2 is equal to 4x minus 8. It is linear because we only have x's, no x squareds. So we want to get all of those x's onto one side and all of our numbers onto the other. So we're going to have 2x minus x minus 4x is equal to negative 8 plus 2 minus 6. 2x minus x is 1x. 1x minus 4x is negative 3x. Negative 8 plus 2 is negative 6. Negative 6 minus 6 is negative 12. I'm going to divide both sides by negative 3. and x is going to be equal to positive 4. So the key here, the place where most people would have made a mistake, is by not putting that in a bracket, because then down here you would have gotten negative x and then you would have written plus 2, and that would have changed your answer. So that's the place where most people it's a very normal place to make
Guys, is it me or Teacher Jan's screen froze? Okay, I guess it wasn't me. Okay, she's back.
Sorry guys, I got kicked out. That was so weird.
Oh,
Like, I
that's
was
really
like,
weird.
I just all of a sudden Zoom closed and I was like, okay.
Oh wow, it's calling
Cool.
it a night already. It has some
Yeah,
few
we're
minutes
done.
left.
Did I miss anyone's answers? Did I miss anything while I was kicked out?
No, not really.
Okay.
It was just quiet. And we realized that, oh, Teacher Jan's not here anymore.
Then I was gone. Yeah,
Yeah.
just disappeared.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do one more. Let's make it a nice, easy one. Let's end off. Well, I suppose we still have some time. Maybe we can do a trickier one. Ooh. Which one should we do? Let's do this one. Let's do this one here. Okay. Just be very careful with those two terms that are on the right-hand side. Make sure you've given them a denominator, because otherwise you might forget to multiply them out. Yeah, but otherwise you should be fine with this. So just do it one step at a time. Do it a very similar way to what we just did. Get a common denominator, drop your denominator, and go from there. And offer's always open if you have questions or if you just want to share something. We're here in this very quiet lesson that we have. Okay, maybe a couple more minutes to finish this one off, and then we'll go through it. And you've got a quiz tonight. It's just a whole bunch of algebra questions to work through. And then next week, the holiday camp is starting. So if you're wanting to go to those lessons, they're going to be really nice and fun. You're going to be with Teacher Coco and Teacher Kat, and Yolanda is going to be with you as well. And they've planned some fun lessons for those. So if you're still wanting to keep going,
I hope y'all join us, but I'll be there. I'll be there to cheer you up. We're starting on the 5th of December. It's a free lesson. Free lesson, guys.
Yeah, so why not? Okay, I'm going to give you just a little bit of time to try and finish. See if you can get an answer. Okay, let's go. So the key for this question was to make sure that these had denominators. So we're going to put that over 1. We're going to put that over 1. We're going to put that over 1. So my common denominator is going to be 6. I need to multiply that by 6, by 3, by 6, by 6. I'm going to have x plus 6x minus 3 times 5, you can just write 15 straight away, but if you don't want to, is equal to 6x minus 6 times 2. And then that would all be over 6. So x plus 6x minus 15 is equal to 6x minus 12. It is linear because we don't have any x squareds. We only have x's. So I'm going to move them to one side. X plus 6x minus 6x is equal to negative 12 plus 15. X plus 6x minus 6x is just going to be x, and that is going to be equal to 3. Klutwano, got that answer. Looking strong there, man. You're doing very well today. Nice job. And that's how we do it. Not so bad, right? Happy days.